What are 3 things that your retirement plan needs to do well? Welcome to Wisdom on Wealth, where you can get weekly financial insights designed to help you worry less and live more. I've decided that a good retirement plan is a lot like a good football team. Here's what I mean. In the same way that a good football team is made up of players with different abilities, a good retirement plan has components that can do very different things. Think for a moment about the makeup of a professional football team. You've got those massive linemen. If you've ever seen one of these guys in person, you'll think, oh my gosh, how can a human being be that large? Case in point, Louisiana's favorite football son, Andrew Whitworth, Big Whit as he's known, plays offensive tackle for the Los Angeles Rams. Last time I checked, he measured 6'7" and 330 pounds and is reasonably fast. Teams also have linebackers and defensive ends and tight ends. Typically, these guys are as tall as the linemen, but they only weigh between, say, 220 and 260 pounds. They're somewhat smaller because they've got to chase down a quarterback or catch one of his passes. Finally, you've got the wide receivers, the defensive backs, and the kickers. Some of these players can be as small as 5'9" and 175 pounds. Now, if you saw a group of them at a mall, you'd think they were normal guys. Not so. With the exception of the kickers, this group tends to be freakishly fast. You put all this data together and you realize that the average pro football player is 6'2", 245 pounds. But if you tried to assemble a whole team where everybody was 6'2" and 245 pounds, you'd lose every game. That's because football is a game of specialization. Changing situations mean constant substitutions. So the need for all these players. A good coach would never ask massive Big Whit to cover a speedy wide receiver. You desperately need both, but they're not interchangeable. So now you know why I say that retirement is a lot like football. When you get to the end of your work life, whether that comes at 50 or 60 or 75, you're going to want to have a very specialized retirement plan, one that can do multiple things really well. Here's at least 3. First, a plan that can produce income. Obviously, you'll need money to live on month to month, and ideally that income will be steady and last for your entire life. But you're also going to want, secondly, a plan that accounts for unexpected contingencies. Life has a way of surprising us. That means that you need a retirement plan that factors in the occasional need for extra money. You just never know when you might need a new car or a new roof or even a nursing home stay. Think about that. What would happen if you already were slowly dipping into your nest egg, but then suddenly had to withdraw $75,000 or $100,000 to pay for long-term care expenses for yourself or your spouse? How long would your money last then? And then third, you want a plan that enables you to leave a legacy. You want your wealth to make a difference after you die. You want to make sure that your spouse is taken care of financially, maybe even your children. Maybe there's a church or a charity that you'd like to impact long term. A specialized plan can ensure that your legacy goals come to pass. Today's insight: a generic retirement plan is better than nothing, but generic is not what you really need. Insist on a well-rounded retirement plan that's built to address all your retirement challenges. And if you're not sure how to create such a plan, let's talk. Set up a free, no-obligation consultation by clicking the button in the email that brought you this video. And I'll see you next week, if not before.